Alright, yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Xhistt, guys in the video for today. Today's we're going to talk about the story of the Wolf King. Now, I know many people have made videos talking about this, and Xhistt has been out for about 2 months, and it's just kind of dying down. BO3 2 is about to come out, but I thought he's really important to the future of the zombie storyline. So let's get right to the video. So pretty much we see the Wolf King first ever on the map Shadows the Evil on the picture in the Pack-a-Punch room. Now he is battling against the Apothecans with our original four characters, the premise versions and the gatekeepers, of course battling against like the Marwell, possibly Cthulhu, things like that. Now, we didn't know that until, of course, the Xhistt. Now, we have paintings on the Xhistt for the upgrade of the Wolf Bow. So I'll show you a picture of the first one. Now I'm going to go through all 4 of them and talk about them with all the quotes of our characters. Now, the first one is he's sitting down, of course, with his sword on his throne with his 2 wolves beside him, preparing for war. Now Dempsey says, I've seen my fair share of war, never seen a happy ending. Nikolai says, great king prepares for battle, men's best friend at his side. Takeo says, even a great king can learn from his dog. Richtofen says, here's the first one, I've been looking for you. Now I thought that was really kind of douchebaggy about Richtofen, but you know, it was whatever. So moving on to the second picture, we see him on his horse with 1 wolf by his side, assuming that one of his wolves had of course died. Now our character's quotes for this is, Dempsey says, a man's only as strong by the friend by his side. The king has his hounds, what do I got? Nikolai says, whenever his armies clash, men are lost in sea of swords. Such is war. Takeo says, many have died this day. Their souls crowd through this painting. Richtofen says, this will be number 2. Thank you. Now, you know, Richtofen is on a roll with this one, but this one, I want to talk about the third picture. Now, this is one of the most important pictures in my opinion. We see his castle is kind of getting destroyed. We see fire all over the place. We see his shield and sword down. Possibly that's the shield, but I'm really not sure. I'm just showing that he had defeated by the, of course, Apothecans and stuff like that, the overlords. Now we see the Kraken type creature coming from the sky, shooting lightning down on to his kingdom. Now this is the same thing we see from Shadows the Evil when we're doing the Easter egg, taking over his kind of castle and things like that. Now moving on to the characters' quotes. Dempsey says, they say war is hell, but this looks like a war with hell. Nikolai says, what is that thing? We will not fight that, will we? Takeo says, I heard many tell of such creatures. I feel they may be more than folklore. Richtofen says, number 3, a personal favorite. Last time I saw this was when I picked up the key. Now this is very important. Like I just said, we see the same thing for Shadows Evil when Richtofen during the Easter egg, and of course takes a summoning key, and he sees that. So the 4th picture, of course, we do see the Wolf King unfortunately dead. This is a really sad story of the, you know, the story with his wolves and just him and battling the Apothecans and stuff like that. And of course we see possibly his wife or Leroy. There's been like speculation about, is this his wife or Leroy, because it looks like the woman's possibly heading her head down, you know, because her wife, or you know, I'm not about that, but her husband is of course dead. It looks like she's possibly wearing a dress. Well, that's Leroy, possibly from Buried. You know, the character quote says, Dempsey says, outnumbered, outgunned, not even his big dogs could even protect him. Nikolai says, this is not really an uplifting story. Takeo says, no more could hope to achieve such victory against such evil. Richtofen says, number 4, unfortunately, dear king, battling that particular evil only has one outcome. And Richtofen's quote is one of the most important quotes out of the whole story of the Wolf King. He says, you know, that only has one outcome, defeat. Now we go back to our original characters with a premise kind of statue and things like that on the map Shadows the Evil. Of course, they have won the Great War. We see on the premise picture from Origins, scraps around paper, but it seems like he has lost his battle. Possibly this is during the future, because there is a sci-fi Shadow Evil, same premise will fail. Possibly, you know, the Wolf King is with them. This is how they're going to lose, and they're showing the story of the Wolf King. I really wanted to make this video just talking about the story of the Wolf King. I thought it was really important to the zombie storyline. My bad if I was really messing up, because there's a lot of talking in this video with a bunch of quotes, and I have to like look at them and all that. But hopefully, guys did of course enjoy this video. It's been Xhistt. Peace out.